What's the difference between Magic Johnson and Irvin Johnson?
It's a big difference because Magic was the guy on the basketball court who would take your head off, who would beat his mother or his daughter or even Cookie if she played me one-on-one, right? Magic was trying to win every game, every championship, and he was serious about his craft. He put a lot of time in becoming a champion, and he was intense. And I'm such a competitor that it made it difficult for us to get married because I was actually married to basketball, and that's what type of commitment it takes to go to the highest level.
Dude, I want to talk about it too, but I mean, I gotta ask though, was there a time Irvin would come in and be like, turn that Magic on?
Oh yeah, lots of times. But I like to describe Irvin. Nobody gets to describe Irvin because that's who I met. That's who I fell in love with in college. And he's just a sweet, kind guy, and always thinking ahead and always surprising someone, and always, just taking care of people, always looking out for everyone, his parents, us, he's a good guy. He's not that same mean, competitive. What do you used to call it when you had that game face on?
There you go. That's what it was.
I'm putting you on the spot. I know. Well, you did talk about how you married to basketball. That caused some issues at first.
Yeah.
You guys had a really good engagement. What was it about your love that you knew, I have to fight for this. I have to make this happen?
That's a great question because I loved her. I already knew I was going to marry her. It wasn't the fact that I wanted to leave her or anything. It was just I couldn't do both, and I'm a commitment guy. So once I'm in, I'm all the way in, right? And so we both knew I loved her to death. She loved me. It's just a matter of, let me get this behind me, and then I can focus on you and our family. So I'm glad that it went that way because we are having the best times of our life. We've been married now 30 years, and it's still like yesterday. If I had got married when I was playing, we would have got divorced fast.
For sure.
What's the secret to make it? Because you guys have hit your ups and downs. What's the secret to making it?
Communication.
Yeah.
You have to have good communication, and don't give up in the beginning when you don't. You have to, it's a process. You have to learn to respect one another and not take each other to that point where, you have those fights for no reason, I know what buttons to push. He knows what buttons to push. Don't push the buttons. You know what I mean?
And last but not least, don't try to change each other. I think she knows I'm a workaholic. That's who I am. And I also know who she is. And so we respect each other and we love each other for being who we are. But we make a dynamite combo. I mean, we are great together. She knows what I'm thinking before I even say it to her, and vice versa. And so, and then we're just happy with our kids, and now we have 2 grandchildren. Life is good, and now all we need is the Dodgers to win the World Series. I would be happy.
Talk about your kids, and another pivotal part is the trio. It's PJ. How he came out, and you said, you know what, I need to be the change.
Right.
Not him.
Right.
Talk to me. How has he inspired you in vice versa?
I think because he just EJ is so confident in who he is, and he's like Cookie just said, consistent. He also too he has a big heart, and he has helped so many people. What Cookie and I were really blown away with is when he announced when he came out, so many kids around the world wrote him and thanking him. Now they had the courage to come out to their family and then to the world. So I told him, I said, man, you are a beacon of light for so many people. And so he has touched the world and changed the world and changed me. And that's what it's all about. I'm proud of the person he has become and then where he's going as well. And I'm glad he was able to change me and also do the things that he's doing in this world.
I mean, what was that like seeing all that happen?
It was, you know, in the beginning, it was an adjustment, of course. But like I said, EJ was very consistent of who I am. And, you know, and he was so happy being who he was that you just had to jump on the bandwagon, you know, with him. And once you did, you realize, as Irvin said, you realize, you know, how it was really us and our thinking in a box, not, you know, him.
Yeah.
And he's being his authentic self and flourishing. Well, who are we to stop him, you know?
You've been so open about your HIV diagnosis. Talk to me, when you decided to go forward and do that press conference, did you know what kind of impact you were going to have on the HIV/AIDS movement at that time?
Oh no! Oh no! No, I mean, we both had to make a decision, Cookie and I, and we first have to give Elizabeth Glazier, who passed away from AIDS, a lot of credit for letting us know that I needed to become the face, and it was going to be okay. And so I'm so happy we listened to her, came out publicly, because we were able to change the stigma, right? You think about back then, it was such a stigma behind and HIV and AIDS, and people were getting discriminated against, and people couldn't get housing, and so many things were happening. And then think about this, it was only one drug at that time too. So now what we found out today, there's almost 40 drugs. The stigma somewhat has gone away. People can talk openly, like right now, we can talk about it. Back then we couldn't even talk openly about it, right? So a lot has changed, we made a lot of progress, and I'm happy that I'm the face of this disease, and I'm glad that we brought about change. And so when I think about all the money we raised, over $20 million for people, to care for people with HIV and AIDS. We've opened clinics where people who can't afford to get their meds, they can get them for free. So we've done a lot of different things, and I'm happy. And Cookie right now is still doing things, speaking about it around the country. So it's all about what Elizabeth did for us, and so she's the one who changed me, and I'm glad she did.
And I know I've been taking up a lot of y'all's time. I appreciate it. My last question for you. I mean, Hall of Famer, you're an activist, businessman. What's the next chapter?
We're just gonna keep going.
Right.
You know, I think that for us, it's really about just keep it going. You know, and continue to bless other people, continue to help create jobs in the Black and brown community. That's very important right now, especially with this pandemic going on. We've lost a lot of job opportunities in that community, and so we want to bring about jobs. And then, you know, we just want to sit back. Thank God we own so many of these teams, and so we want to go and cheer for our teams.
Yeah.
All right.